Hi, I'm Rodney, and thank you very much for joining me on my YouTube channel. If you haven't been to the channel before, it's all about creating, building and scaling your self-publishing business. And for a majority of people, they might be in this stage of beginning their journey on KDP, with a few of you that are actually well into your KDP journey and wanting to know ways that you can actually increase your sales or scale your business a lot further. So in this episode, I'll be talking about different ways that I've actually scaled my self-publishing business. So it's great to have you along again for another one of my videos. Remember, if you do like the videos, to give me a thumbs up, to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're made aware of more videos that I'm creating to help you to scale your self-publishing business. So my journey started back at the very end of 2019. And if you haven't seen the video, The Truth about my first 6 months on KDP, make sure you have a look at that video to see the initial difficulties I had when I first started publishing and the lack of sales that I had and the challenges you have when you first start publishing about moving through that process and to then continue to be motivated to get sales and how things can actually change around if you're motivated enough and you have the right goals in place. So there are a few things that I've done over the past couple of years to really scale my business, where I've been selling, last year it was about 20,000 books. This year I'm pretty much up to that already, if not exceeded 20,000 books, and we're just about to go into quarter four. And that gives me a great deal of pride knowing of what I've achieved, but also excitement knowing what is in store for quarter four and all the work that I've done to build it up to this point. Now, I wanted to share this video because I don't want self-publishers to think that just creating books for KDP is what you'll be doing for the next number of years. And if you choose to do so, that's great. However, I wanted to give you another way that I've been able to work in partnership with people, having created books with them for businesses and ways that I can actually help them to launch their publishing side of things as well. So for me, I initially started off, if you've seen my previous videos, doing longer form content work or high content books, and it actually started off with my book called The Habit Switch. Unfortunately, that went to a bestseller. It was about maybe just 4 or 5 months into my publishing journey, and the royalties weren't that big, to tell you the truth. When you become a best-selling author in a particular category, I think it was health and fitness, it was a bestseller for around about a week and a bit. However, you don't normally see a lot of royalties come in for at least another 60 days. And even then, if your book falls off the cliff quite quickly, which mine did, even though I know it's a great book, other books are coming to that space, particularly the self-help space. So The Habit Switch was a very, very good starter for me, but I did change direction to low content books. So one thing I have done over the past 7 months is actually use my knowledge of low content publishing to scale in other ways. And so one of those, to begin with, was actually working in partnership with one of my best friends who runs a triathlon business. And I was able to work in partnership with him to create a triathlete journal for his athletes. And it allows you to, jot everything about training sessions and what they're doing. And although the book hasn't particularly sold a lot on KDP, what it's allowed me to do is be in partnership with creating this book, and now he purchases these books and gets them for his athletes, both new athletes and existing athletes. And it's allowed him to create a strong brand presence, becoming an author and creating that book. And for me, it's actually helped by working in business in partnership with someone, and that helps my brand as well. So that's another really good way of being able to scale up your self-publishing business. And so that was really effective. And then more recently, I did it again using my knowledge of business, and I created this book. And again, it's it's more of a high-end business book which I've done, but it's still considered low content, and it's another excellent way of being able to build your brand using knowledge of creating books, creating internal content, and working in partnership with businesses to be able to for them to be able to create a book and for you to be part of that journey with them. And that gives you more scope to be able to work in other areas as well. So someone else might see this book and they might approach you and say, look, can you help us as a business create a book that we can then put onto Amazon or other groups like, say, Ingram Spark, and that will help you to expand your brand. They're the kind of things that you can actually set as goals, and you can think about different ways that your business can move into those areas. And I don't want people to think that they're just stuck creating low content books or no content books. You can start to use your knowledge of creating these books to help others and to scale up your business to make more money from those side revenue joint ventures. So that's another way that you can take your publishing to a new level and learn all the initial ways of book marketing, creating books, book design, all those elements which come into play. But it is a huge opportunity for you if you want to at some point in time to take your knowledge and expand into other areas. And one day you might even look at selling your self-publishing business as well, selling your brand, and having these books, as part of that, actually demonstrates that you've got the opportunity to work in partnership with different groups to do that. So I hope you've liked this video, and I hope it gives you inspiration to be able to take your publishing to a new level. It's different from the other videos I've been doing, but I thought it was worthwhile giving you something to think about and continue to follow the videos I'm creating so you can become more specialized in it to do the things that I've been doing and have been really successful. It's been a successful partnership for me. So thank you very much. Remember to hit that the like button if you've liked this. Hit the subscribe button and give that bell a tingle as well. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video.